This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a really early morning edition here on the channel. As you know what time it is, it's just about 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time as I roll up this video and get things going. But that said, more specifically, you do know what time it is for the Edmonton Oilers today. That a 2 o'clock start at home against the Dallas Stars. And as you see, the setup ain't what she normally is, because that Connor McDavid jersey's sitting over there with me. And of course, well, I don't have these pictures. That's not part of my collection. I'm on the road, probably about 20 minutes away from the Clairview station. As you know what, after this video, get up, get some breakfast in me, and get down to Clairview station, head downtown Edmonton, and see the sights and sounds pre-game before this afternoon's Oilers game. However, that said, my responsibility to you guys doesn't stop just because I'm going to an Oilers game. So, with that said, let's go get into today's game preview, because this is going to be a fun one, I think, considering, well, we play the Dallas Stars. They're fourth in the Central last I checked last night. Now, things could have changed, and things might have changed for the better or for the worse, but the strange thing with the Oilers is you almost want to argue that if the Stars were in third, that would be better than if the Stars were in fifth. However, I don't think the Stars played last night. I think it was an all-Eastern Conference slate. We don't have anything to worry of there. So let me get to your Edmonton Oilers expected lines for today's matchup, the 2 p.m. matchup against the Dallas Stars. I don't want to save Bob Stauffer's lines from the other day because there is one minor change to today's lineup off of EdmontonOilers.com. Guys, if you ever need to figure out the lines where I usually get them from, it's EdmontonOilers.com. And, well, you just go to the pre-game report versus whoever we're facing that day or night. So let's go get this going. We're going to make this easy peasy today because I'd like to, like I said, get some breakfast in me this morning before heading out downtown Edmonton and having to pay those prices. So, Oilers lines. Oh, goodness, I butchered it, didn't I? No. Oilers versus Stars, November 16th. There we go. Let me get that all ready for you guys. You know me, I don't operate before 9 in the morning usually, so this is it's a hard ask this morning, I must say, of myself to get up and get this video done for you. But let's get that down and let's get these lines up and let's discuss, ladies and gentlemen. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Zach Kassian. That top line was wow. That's about all I can say. That top line was an absolute wow show against the Colorado Avalanche the other night, and if we can continue to do that tonight, that would be absolutely fantastic. You know what? There's no arguing that this is a top 3 line in the NHL. It should be number 1 by every stretch of the imagination. It's just like Zach Kassian's not that elite player like maybe they have Pastrnak, Marchand, Bergeron in Boston. You know what I get? So that's where I say this is a top 3 line, maybe top 2. Honestly, that Boston line is probably number 1 just based on the equal distribution of superstar talent across that line. But when you consider what our superstars are doing and what Zach Kassian's chipped in to do as well so far this year, maybe not so fast. Now, Neal, Nugent Hopkins, Archibald, guys, I loved this line. I got nothing bad to say about that line from the Colorado game. Now, the problem is weaker goalie, beat up team. You gotta carry it in and come out hot against the Dallas Stars today. So with that said, I look forward to hopefully getting a lot more out of this second line than we did against Colorado. Remember, like, Nuge had goals, but Neal had an assist, I believe, and Archibald was blanked out. We need to get some production. A goal out of Neal, a goal out of Archibald would go a long way to securing a victory for us, and that'd be massive if we could get it. Nygaard, Haas, Chiasson in that third line, and this is what I'm gonna nickname this the mentality line, because what I really liked out of Nygaard, Haas, and Chiasson in that Colorado game, especially when their minutes got elevated in the third period so as you could rest Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Very simple thing I loved out of them is just that mentality to go to work, grind it out, put in the best effort they can, and just wear down the opponent, because that's the thing, right? Is obviously we always preach with the Oilers, we want secondary scoring. Secondary scoring is going to kill this team if we don't get it. This, that, and the other thing. The reason why our superstars have been so effective this year is because the third line, whoever it may be on any given night, goes out there, grinds the boards, gets turnovers, hems the opponents in their zone, and forces them to play defense. And you know what? At that point, all it becomes is funneling pucks towards the net. And once you do that, suddenly it all starts to change in the goal department. But right now, for this Oilers team, it's all good gravy, because you know what? Chiasson, Haas, Nygaard, what they did against Colorado, if they do that against Dallas tonight, or this afternoon, or whenever the heck I'm going to Rogers Place, we'll get something done, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And it's only a matter of time before Nygaard's got his full game speed back up, right? I imagine this game or next it will come back to him, and I get to watch Nygaard and Haas for the first time in person, so that's going to be fun. Kara Sheehan, Patrick Russell. Again, guys, Patrick Russell played on that top line of ours when Zach Kassian went to the box. If you're wondering what Zach Kassian has over Dave Tippett, I'll repeat myself from the other night. It's as simple as this. Patrick Russell is a workhorse. When he goes out there, he gives you quality, hard-fought, high-effort minutes. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I didn't know I was going to word that, but without a doubt, that is what Patrick Russell brings. And as a fourth line kind of guy who hasn't done much scoring, has 2 assists on the year, that's what you do to keep yourself in the lineup every single night. So Patrick Russell on that fourth line once again. Now let's get down to it, because this is the D pairings, and again, Joel Pearson's going to sit. I hate to see this, because I really hope Pearson would be playing full-time minutes. However, when you've got Caleb Jones in his spot, I'm not going to argue too much, because you guys know that's my boy. Nurse Bear, Clefbaum Jones, Chris Russell, and Matt Benning. So guys, what I don't think I mentioned enough in one of my videos that I talked about it is Chris Russell and Matt Benning, and just how steady they've been. Like, that's since stopping the streams and being able to watch for myself instead of watching for the sake of saying something. There's a lot of difference, and I'm not saying I've seen it all along, but just seeing that these two together being paired up as long as they have so far this year, it's starting to work, and we're starting to see things change for them. Now, that said, there is still some detractions to how well they play, but the simple fact is it's a third pair. You're not going to get quality minutes out of them every single night, but it's been a pleasant surprise to see. I want to watch it in person tonight. I'll give you a full review of how things go. Keep my eyes open, man. Holy, I'm about to drift out to La La Land and have a snooze. Mikko Koskinen gets your start. So Mikko Koskinen, guys, you know the record's insane. You know things are great for Mikko Koskinen. Tonight, the Dallas Stars, I believe, 11 months ago, he blanked the Dallas Stars 1-0 in either overtime or a shootout, if I've got my math correct. And so, yeah, that's interesting. And now, guys, this is one thing I got to say, because this is actually the fun, interesting part of it for us as Oilers fans, is 1 year to the day, we were staring down the 3-day set that ended Todd McLellan's tenure as Edmonton Oilers head coach. I read the tweet from Bob Stauffer that I saved to my phone. It was a pivotal stretch. Calgary, Vegas, and then 3 other Pacific Division opponents, and Todd didn't make it out of the Vegas game. That was a turning point, and guys, coming up right away here is my 1-year anniversary of giving up the video games for good, just covering the Oilers all the time, and it's crazy to think how fast a year flies, and all of a sudden how good things are looking so far this year. Guys, what I want you to do is, well, give me your recommendations for where I gotta eat, where I gotta find at Rogers Place. Is there any really cool spots that maybe I want to hang out for half an hour during the game or something like that? You give me your recommendations. I'm in section 209 tonight, so if you want to come hang out during the intermission, I guess that's probably where I'm going to be. I'm not going to wander too far other than the bathroom, but we all know how that works at Rogers Place. So guys, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I will catch you, as always, in the next one.